Hey, welcome, all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in to check out your boy, P Funk. Thinking right out here in my lab, and I'm in a new book. I was going another direction, but we're going to go Egyptian yoga. And the question is, why yoga? I'll answer that in a minute, but let's get to this lesson I'm about to give you. I'm starting a new book. For those who've been following me for the last 5-6 years, you might not know of this. Wow, I taught this before I got here. I did this on my internet channel, Can You Feel It? So I'm taking it back. This book was written in 1995. I've been with this guy, my teacher, Walter Ashby, since 1995. That's 30 years. I've been following and reading this guy's stuff, and I know him like the back of my hand almost. But yeah, I've been doing this for a long time. That's what it's showing. I'm saying, well, this is the 10th year anniversary of the book. Okay, so this is gonna be fun. This is teaching. I'm about to go to school. You come here now, sit down, obey yourself, because this is class. I'm about to teach. Let's rock. Rightisms, 25 rules to live by. Storytelling, story with messages. There's a message in my stories for life. I give you life lessons, and you tune in to receive them. I greatly appreciate it. We got a good thing going. Let's do what we do. Right thinking mission is to enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment. Right thinking way of life through mental and spiritual discipline practice daily will help and guide you to obtain your goal of reaching spiritual enlightenment, aka know thyself. My mission is that all right thinkers know thyself. All right thinkers, your goal is to know thyself. Excuse me. You're right thinker, your goal is to, know thyself. You see where we going with this? Let's get there together. So I asked the question, do you know you? You will when I get through, because that's what I do. It's rhetorical, but if you don't have to answer for yourself, tune in. I got you. A person who knows not and knows not that they know not is foolish. Disregard them. A person who knows not and knows that they know not is simple, but you can teach them. That's why I do what I do. For you. Appreciate you too. Stay tuned. I got more for you. A person who knows not and believe and think that they know is dangerous. Avoid them. I do. A person who knows and knows not that they know spiritually asleep. I can awaken them. I'm the spiritual alarm clock here to wake you up with knowledge of self. That's what I do for you. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Follow them. All these persons reside in you, right thinkers. Know thyself. Hey, too. Mayat be true. I'm going to start at the front of the book, first page. Right thinkers, let's talk about, we're going to get into Egyptian yoga. I think it's about 16 chapters. I'm going to take you through them. This time I'm going to pick and choose, because I don't want to take every little, I don't like the fluff. Fluff, I don't do fluff. I like to get to the meat and potatoes, the good stuff. So let's go. This ought to be fun. Right thinkers, let's talk about why yoga and what yoga is. After 30 years of doing it, I think I know a little bit about yoga. Let's go. The purpose of this book, when he wrote it back in 1995, was to introduce you, the reader, to the idea that was being referred to as yoga, was practiced in ancient Egypt, aka Kemet, earlier than any other place in human history. In other words, we started this. Okay? I'm proud of that and I stand on it. Also, I wish to convey the ancient Egyptian yoga is actually, pay attention, not a religion. It's a discipline that is part of the overall system of what we call spirituality. We are spiritual beings having a human experience. Our ancient ancestors knew that. And our ancient Egyptians called it Shita Netta. I broke that down for you years ago. I'm going to break it down again. It's all going to be taught brand new. Further, I wish to introduce the idea that Shita Netta, aka right thinking philosophy, is the basis of Kemetic yoga, and the major world's religions also have their basis in what we call Shita Netta, or better known Maya philosophy, or Smatawi. Okay, you can call it what you want again, but this is the purpose and the foundation for from his perspective, and I'm with him. So this book is a comparative, religious, and philosophical, theological work that will compare the basic teachings of what our ancient Egyptian ancestors' religion, they called it, and others' religions, in the hope that you, the reader, may gain a deeper understanding of ancient Egyptian spirituality and the source of their own religions in ancient Africa, and thereby hopefully being able to discover what the common source of religions and its deeper teachings. I keep telling you, and I've been telling you, this is not a religion. You can practice it, live it, but it, like a religion, you can do the same thing. But this is a philosophy principle that you can manifest and practice for yourself. That's the difference. It's not dogma. It's philosophy principle that can be learned, practiced, and mastered. The literal meaning of the word yoga is to what? Yoke, or to link back. They're trying to get you to what? God, where you come from. That's the concept. The implication is what? To link you back to your original source. Again, God, the original essence of all, that which transcends all mental and intellectual attempts at what? Your comprehension, but which is the essential nature of everything in creation, has life, was given to them by God. Get the concept, understand it, and then you can use it. Now, here you go. You ready? Through self-discipline, daily practice of spiritual disciplines, the path of yoga offers a shortcut. Don't get it wrong. To ending what? The pains of human existence, and to exalt the pleasure, aka bliss, of existence. How? By achieving self-mastery, my favorite, and realizing what? Self-realization. And the realization of one's true nature is what? You know? God. Moving on. This process is to become, you ready? Haru, which is a Christ, literally means the anointed one. What you anointed with? Knowledge of self and God, thyself. An enlightened being is what all right thinkers aspire to become. From learning and mastering oneself, you become an enlightened being walking the earth while still alive. Practice, manifest, master. And to be able to attain this knowledge of being, this level, you must first learn to control what we call the forces of our own lower nature. You see me doing this, meaning below the waist. You know what's down there. That's your lower nature. And if you're living through that, you're living on what you call the beastly nature. I got all this figured out for you. Let's stay with me. When you learn how to control your lower nature, that's putting that little fella in check, fellas. In essence, you must learn how to give up, you ready? Your egotistical ideas of who you are. Meaning, I'm me, I'm so-and-so, I'm a J Flood, I want to match in the yacht. That's ignorant identification of self. That's the ego self. Only knowing what it knows about itself. And it will allow, now the idea, get rid of your egotistical ideas, and it will allow you now to what? Dissolve, so that you may now discover your deepest self inside yourself. And my man, go deep dive is, yeah. Dive within yourself. You can't go outside yourself. Ain't nothing outside can do you no good. Everything you need and got to have is already inside you. You just got to go get it. Dive deep. That's the concept. They're telling you. Who is nameless? We give God name. We name God what we think. We call him this, that, and the other. Okay, identify him. But he is nameless. He's bodiless. He ain't human. Okay? He's immortal and eternal. Spirit and consciousness don't go nowhere. That's what's in us. That's what we have here and here. You put them together as one, that's heart, mind, coherence. I see my man doing it right now. I knew that 10 years ago. Why? Because the heart got a bigger brain capacity to hold information than the damn brain do. I didn't know that. Duh. That's why I enlighten you. That's my job, to give you what you don't already know. You come here to learn. I'm here to teach. Let's work together. Excuse me. One hand washes the other. Both hands wash the face. Let's keep our face clean. You do your job, I do my job. Face will be clean, and you will be better for it. Shortcut, when I said it's a shortcut, not meaning here should not be taken to mean easy. For indeed, what we are asking of you is that you be trained to meet your challenges in life. We're going to have adversities. We're going to have prosperity. We're going to have a bunch of stuff in life. The idea is to learn how to master yourself and deal with them in the way that you don't get caught up in the wash, so to speak. Be of it, but not in it. What's going on in all this nonsense? I used to talk about it. I done got to the point now, I'm numb to that, okay? It makes no sense for me to keep talking about what's already going on. So I just soon try to teach a philosophy that somebody can adapt, use, and better themselves. I ain't got time to play journalist. I ain't got time to educate you. No, I'm educating you on yourself. That's what I do for you. And get back to the lesson. Sorry. When you're training implies what? That you're doing or practicing the correct knowledge. Mis and bad information won't help you. The correct knowledge in order to what? To be able to perform, you ready? Right action. And by doing that, you develop right thinking. I love that. I got that highlighted because that's my thing. I didn't dare. They put it there, okay? But what we need is to put forth what? The effort right there. A lot of us fall short because of our effort, our due diligence to really want, your desire to want something. If it ain't in the right thing, you ain't gonna put forth the effort to do it. I did the wrong thing with 100% zeal, effort, and energy. I put everything I had into being a drug dealer. Flip it now. All that energy I put into do that, I put it all in now to doing good. Enlightening my people, teaching people. So I put the flip on. You can do the same thing. If what you're doing is wrong, just flip it. Stop doing wrong and do right. You have same energy, same everything. Just flip it for the right. I'm showing you right now. 10 years, it's been the best 10 years of my life. Moving on. And with your effort and self or spiritual discipline, now you will be able to reach what? Life's goal. Which is what? Well, I remember what you here for. Why you here? To know thyself. To know thyself. To know that you and God are one. You need to know who you are. Why? Because when the physical body dies, your conscience and your spirit becomes one. You go home. Our destiny is to what? Make it back home. We got to figure it out. Simple. Moving on. But as yoga is, we call it the highest goal of our human existence. Self-knowledge. That's the highest goal you can reach. Don't give a damn about degrees and masterpiece. Don't mean nothing. Self-knowledge. Why? Because at Judgment Day, that knowledge will come into play. Your heart being light as a feather, you being conscious of who you are, you living and doing the right things, you will be fine at Judgment Day. Why? Because you lived a good, righteous life. Some people don't know nothing about Maya, Shita, Netta, but they living a good life based on what? The religion that they follow. Christianity, Islam, Buddhism, Judaism, they following the tenets and they doing just fine. I know that. Why? It all works if you practice it. Whatever you practice, it works. Moving on. But the highest goal requires that the highest dedication, desire, and will be put forth. Why? Yoga training allows for your development of these qualities within yourself. Righteous, virtuous, integrity, those are qualities that you can exhibit. Same way you can exhibit the bad ones, the ego, greed, lust, jealousy. Those are egotistical. Those are lower nature qualities. That's why you want to raise your quality of standard for yourself higher than the lower nature. So that now you may be able to reach, you ready? That coveted goal. What's that? Okay, calm down. Becoming I got the title, okay, for a reason. That's what I became. You can become a sage. My pastor, the saint. Tell you, we guys are a couple. I'm the sage, he's the saint. Becoming Haru. That's the spirit, a.k.a. for Christians, Christ-like. See? Again, whatever you use to get you there, don't make a difference to me. I'm just telling you what I used to get me there. That's all. I know my pastor, what he used to get him there. I know my mother-in-law, what she used to get her there. My dude, Tahuti, I know it. So whatever you use, if it gets you there, it's good. It's right. Simple as that. Because somebody else don't practice it or feel the same way. No. I don't give a damn what you think about right thinking. I know what it is. So I ain't trying to convince you. I'm just trying to help you. So all that needing approval of right thinking, that ain't what I'm here for. I already got that, done that. I'm trying to get you to be your best self. That's proven, again, right thinking works for those who practice it. Just like religion, same thing. It's a philosophical philosophy of what? Allegorical, mythological stories to teach you how to what? Know you. Blueprint. Lay it out for you. They already had this thing already figured out. I come to that conclusion after 30 years studying. I got dots everywhere. When I put the big circle together, they doing the brain. They tell us about how we think. I'm right on point with what? Right thinking. They tell you right there, okay? Moving on. It's a process. And when you start learning, thinking, seeing, and realizing stuff, oh, the light of knowledge. Oh, ding, ding, ding. You got that thing figured out for yourself. And that's when life becomes fun. I've been having fun for the last day. No, I was struggling trying to get people to follow me, trying to get people viewers. That don't bother me no more. I'm so past that. Okay, I still like the views, but I'm here doing what I do. That's the part I like about what the lessons, the views are getting shorter, but the lessons are getting better. So I'm all right. Y'all gotta make that decision, not me. All right. So again, there are many forms of yoga. 5 major ones. I done gave that a bunch of time. I gotta do it again, but don't worry. I'm gonna explain it, break it down to you the best I can, so it would make sense to you. I'm trying to teach you something that you can adapt to, understand, and practice and implement. There are many forms of yoga. In this volume, emphasis will be placed on my favorite, yoga of wisdom, obtaining knowledge of what? Self. All the god and goddesses, they're aspects of your character. Learn them, study them, mimic them, become them, have them become you. Why? That's how it's done. And the yoga of action, selfless action. That's my favorite. And with wisdom that you learn and practice, along with selfless service, right action, you can't go wrong. You can't go wrong, okay? And that's just 2. There's 3 more that you can practice, but those 2, trust me. And these are known in India in the Veda philosophy as Jnana Yoga or Karma Yoga, respectively. What they say in karma is the results of an action. You do this, this is going to happen. Cause and effect, okay? All that falls in. And we practice one way, they practice another way. It's the same thing. When you put good work in, you get good results. You put bad, sneaky work in, you're going to get that end result. Karma style, what you deserve. Well, I just did lesson. Is there good karma? Karma is just what you deserve. Simple as that. It ain't like good or bad. You determine that. Okay, you determine the factor of is that not good or bad. Moving on. So, where we at? Okay. However, all paths are integral. I mean, you can use them to any degree depending on what you need from them. If wisdom what you need, you use wisdom. If selfless service you need, you use selfless service. You get it? Using elements of each other philosophical concept, yoga concept, is needed. Why? Leading to we all lead to the same destination. From an advanced standpoint, any activity, listen, which allows you to move into harmony with your true self is a yoga practice. Okay? Whether it be Christianity, Islam, Judaism, it's all the same thing. Why? Take you, elevate you to a higher place, to a better place. And that's always a good thing. So I don't knock nobody's religious practice. I just don't practice them. I got my own philosophy that I practice. Nothing against yours. Please understand that. I'm in church with you every week. I fellowship with Christians. Okay? Where we at? Well, we got a lot of stuff to go. I'm just piecing it together now. I'm trying to take my little stroll through to get the lay the foundation and get you a good understanding of yoga. Okay? The symbols and the philosophies that will be presented here should be reflected upon by you with respect to the symbolic nature of the universal principles presented. That's what they're for. As they apply in your life, use them as needed. Like medicine. You take them what? Painkillers. Take it when you're in pain. Okay? Take it when you need it. My man said, dude, you giving spiritual medicine. A lot of people just don't know that they're spiritually sick. Good point. I like that idea. That's a good concept. Made me feel a little bit better. But yeah, when the lows, my music down, man, I can't get nobody tuning. Dude, what you teaching, they don't want. I have to agree with it because my number's lower than Trump's. No philosophical or religious system can be expected to what? Exactly correlate with any other given system. Why? Because the nature of individual cultures and individual expressions of the ideas and the individual experiences going to be different. And if you respect somebody else's right to believe and do and act, there won't be a problem. Okay, difference won't be a problem. Okay, you different, there's no problem. Therefore, accepting any myth or allegorical story as wholly factual would be immature. My Christian Bible thumpers, this is for you. That damn book is an allegorical, mythological book, not literal. Please, somebody tell them that. And we get a whole different response from y'all knuckleheads who, no, Jesus was that. I'm tired of that nonsense. That's just ignorance. And y'all perpetrate it, have been for a while. Get off it. We all know the truth. Except you. Moving on. So I had to get that in because I'm tired of that nonsense. It's all mythological, allegorical, but it's all philosophical principles that you can learn and practice. That's why I tell you this. I ain't tell you, did God know? You need to know God for yourself. That's a mind thing, okay? I ain't trying to get you to God because I said so. No, you had your own experience. You know him for yourself. He got everything going. You ain't got to worry about that. Moving on. But to think that they factual in the Bible to people is just dumb. Immature. They being nice. They saying immature. Meaning you're young. You don't know enough. So you need to get some more knowledge, some self-knowledge. A disciple, a student, which we don't have many of. Why? Everybody know everything. Y'all too know it all to learn something. How you gonna know something that you didn't learn? Where you get this information from that you all say you know everything? I put 27, 30 years in studying, and I don't know everything. So I wonder how y'all get all this knowledge and information. Y'all ain't did nothing. That's why I don't listen to y'all. A disciple must seek what? Answers to questions of their innermost heart. I went in search of that answer over 30 years ago. I found it. However, not always expecting answers in an intellectual form at the level of what? Deep introspection and daily study of what? Your philosophical system that we're practicing, we call yoga, y'all call it Christianity, religions. One will be able to discover what? That there is a common basis to all religion. I told you that a long time ago, that common thread. Everybody want to get you to God. They want you to get to God. Some of them put God in a higher place, so you got to strive to try to get to him. Once you took God out of me, you lost me. Religions. Bring God back inside us, and I might give you an ear. Until then, I got nothing to do with that nonsense. Moving on. Oh, God's up high, looking down low. No, I ain't with that. I know better than that. God is inside us. I'm just saying. But I found the common basis in all religion, and it's all based on what? Your faith in this God you don't see, don't know. Your faith turns into an intuition. How? Through daily study and righteous living, listening, reflecting, and meditating. You become in contact with your higher self through that process right there. I know for a fact. I'm saying that emphatically. Why? Because that I know. I'm not giving you a bill of goods. I ain't trying to say, I'm telling you the truth about what you can do for you. Guaranteed. Wrapping it up. I see the clock. Yoga is a science. Again, I tell you, the heart conscious is spelled CONSCIENC, meaning the science has been proven. So it's a science by which humankind can find its roots. Where? But more importantly, yoga, philosophy, and other ancient mystical philosophies from different cultures are all concerned with the what? Here and now, the raising of one's consciousness in the very present. A lot of us live memory. I wanted to, I thought I had. A lot of us, I'm my feet under. And they don't live in the what? Now. Just being conscious in the now, what that means, okay? Past, future, living in the present. That's the key to what? Knowledge of self and to becoming conscious of what? Right now, in the moment. Wrapping it up, the science of yoga, okay? The science of yoga teaches, and that's the purpose of yoga, to teach you to what? To better yourself, to become your best. Teaches you how to promote, you ready? Right thinking. I love that. So that you may understand who you are, why you're here, and how to obtain the highest level of living, which is what we call bliss or supreme peace or the supreme good, or better known as Hotep. Supreme peace, contentment within oneself. I'm going to cut it down right now. I'll be right back with another lesson. I'll look at the clock. But the first one, I want to get you to know about yoga. Hopefully now, I just did that in one page. Jesus. All right? But that means the information is a lot of stuff here. I'm going to break it down as I go. I'm going to just run through it. No, I'm going to take my time and break it down for you so you can have a full comprehension understanding so what? You can use it. To give you a weapon and don't teach how to use it, I'm not helping you at all. Okay? So I'm going to give you the bullets to the gun. Once I give you the gun, let's go. In closing, right thinkers, may you all live to be 100. Me, 100 minus a day. So I never know that my right thinkers who starting to realize the power of yoga, they practice it, they passed away. I got you. We got some good stuff. Stay tuned.